Success in any area of life comes from doing the right things consistently over the long term. Doing the reps, showing up day and again, and getting consistently better over time. But obviously that can be easier said than done. If you follow this YouTube channel, you'll know that I haven't posted very consistently recently. And there are a variety of half-valid reasons for that. Other priorities in my life, not really making the time or having the discipline to actually create a video every week. So in order to put a stop to this, I've come up with 5 strategies that hopefully could work for being a lot more consistent at anything in life. If you want to be more consistent, you obviously have to define what that consistency actually means. What are your requirements for success? Maybe you want to work very intensely at one thing for an hour a day. Maybe you want to train at a specific sport 5 days a week. Maybe you want to ship one creative project every week. But not only is it important to know what you're going to do, you should have clarity on why you're doing it. Ambiguous motivations will kill your consistency. You need a strong reason to do anything difficult and worthwhile. And often the best reason to do something difficult and worthwhile is to do it for its own sake, which leads to the next point. By far, the best way I've found to be consistent at anything is simply to do it because you enjoy doing it. And even if you don't, adopting the mindset of doing the thing for its own sake instead of for some external reward. Significant progress takes time, so if you're solely being driven by those results, when those results don't show up when you want them to, you're gonna lose motivation, you're gonna struggle with consistency, you're gonna get distracted with other things, and ultimately, you'll probably quit. We often wrongly assume that it's the intensity of our work that matters, how hard we work. But if we focus on consistency over short-term sporadic bursts of effort, we will see a lot more results now and over the long term. In fitness, for example, you can go work out and go all the way to the max one day, and the next day, it will look exactly the same as if you had done absolutely nothing. The results only show up when you start doing the workout consistently over time. For any sort of creative work, I'd say day to day, the quality of your work is more or less outside of your control. The only thing you can control is consistently creating that work. And when you consistently ship that work, you will see improvements over time. I remember hearing about the study where people would define exactly where and when they were going to complete a specific habit, and when they did, they were much more likely to actually do it, which is kind of a no-brainer if you think about it. So if you want to be more consistent in anything, define when and where you're going to do it. So an example of what that could be is just, let's say from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m., you're just going to focus flat out on one specific task. Time blocking also ensures that the thing that you want to do isn't at the mercy of your other plans. Instead, your other plans are at the mercy of your time block. And you have to opt out of your time block instead of having to motivate yourself every time to actually do the thing. So I hope you found this video entertaining or useful in some way. As I alluded to, I'm going to try to post more consistently on this YouTube channel, so subscribe if you're interested in that. If you want to learn how to teach yourself any skill, you can find my thoughts on that in this video over here. That's it for this week. I'll see you next week.